First impressions of China.
What, after we've been here 24 hours?
Not
or?
even 24 hours. We've been here about 21 hours.
Got out of the country, been on a train, got off the train, then it all went a bit wrong.
Well, we arrived, we did the border crossing okay. The border crossing went smoothly, crossed at the Laos side, and then got back on the train, went through the Friendship Tunnel, which in the middle went all kind of, it was really long. And in the middle, it was dark. Then in the middle, it was just all these different colours.
Wasn't it 17 kilometres?
Yeah, something like that. And then it flashed all these different colours. And then there was the Chinese flag.
A bit like Austin Powers or something when you were changing through to Journey of the Centre of the Earth.
And then it went dark again. And then at the China end, we got off again, went through customs there, all good, and back on the train. So that was really good. No problem there. And then we arrived in Kunming. Long story short, arriving in China, we were worried about so many things not working. We'd set everything up as best we could. And then in the end, things did work. So we crossed the border. We'd filled in our arrivals card online twice, but that was fine. Went through, that was all done. We checked our mobile data, so we had internet. That worked, great. When we arrived in the city in China at the end of the train line, Kunming, we got off the train, followed the instructions we'd made to go to the metro. We could see the line that we wanted to go on. It was all going smoothly. And then we couldn't buy our tickets. Both of us tried our Alipay and our WeChat, which we'd both set up, and 4 different payment methods didn't work. We ended up asking a customer service lady at the station who didn't speak any English, but she was really happy to help us. Oh, she spoke a little English. So happy to help us. And she basically took our phones off us, put all things in, handed it back, passport, handed it back, bank details again, which we'd done before. But basically she managed to set the metro pass up on our WeChat for both of us. In the middle, Ewan's wasn't working, so we went off and got cash out from an ATM just in case. That worked, so we know we can do that, so we have cash. But yeah, got the metro passes set up on our WeChat, got on the metro that we knew, got off at the right station, went to our hotel. That was all fine, all checked in, and then we went out, walked along the street and got some dinner and some snacks from the 7-Eleven and managed to pay for different things with my WeChat and Alipay and Ewan's WeChat and Alipay, and it all worked fine. So in the end, all our worries were unfounded. It was a bit of a hiccup at the station, but I think that was probably just because it was the metro ticket machines. They don't want you to pay with Alipay. So yeah, all good. So when we arrived at our little metro station, which we knew was just 10 minutes walk from our hotel because we'd looked on AMaps. AMaps is great, works exactly like Google Maps. You just put in, we've got it working in English, so you can choose to put it in English.
And
it's basically...
it'll hold up to 5 different sets of directions, which we found out.
Yeah.
So you can sort of pre-program a couple, but once you hit 5, you'll have to start saving over the ones that you've already created. Yeah.
Deleted one, so yeah. But it's basically just Chinese equivalent of Google Maps and works exactly the same, and we've used it. It's great. So we came out the station, followed the directions, got to our...
The exit of the train station is always the fun part, so it's definitely worth looking before you leap in the station, whether you're going out an A, B or a C or going out on a 1, a 2 or a 3.
And that told us that on AMaps we knew we needed exit F, and we found exit F, and it was perfect. So yeah, really easy. And it's like getting the metro is like getting the metro, subway, underground in any big city. Really easy to follow. We had Metro Man, which we downloaded after a friend had been to China, thanks Flavia, and we used that to check the train lines. But then when you were in the station, there's maps everywhere and the stations are in Chinese and in English. On the train, everything's in Chinese and in English. You really can't go wrong. Easy
as
easy
long as
to
you
use.
can hold your balance.
Yes, it tells you every stop, it tells you to hold your balance.
You don't want to fall over.
They're not particularly rocky trains.
No, they're very smooth,
Yes.
really.
So yeah, it's a big city, and it's easy to get around like any other big city, and it's clean, and everyone, like we said, everyone is so friendly and so helpful here.
Yeah, in the hotels, the girls really don't speak much English, but they're very quick with a smile and just trying on the translate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same in the restaurants. We went to a noodle place last night. There they spoke zero English. We have zero Chinese, apart from hello and thank you. Google Translate or Microsoft Translate worked perfectly. We translated the menu. He asked us lots. He came out with his phone and asked what we wanted. You know, we watched them make the noodles there in front of us.
Yeah, that was quite impressive.
That was great. And, you know, it was so cheap as well, like about $8 Australian for 2 bowls of noodles and 2 drinks. First meal in China. Fried noodles. But he made the noodles. And vegetables. And beef, maybe. Or maybe chicken. I don't know.
And this is about a 3-minute walk from our new smart hotel in Kunming. So it was a long travel day.
And Alipay worked. Yay!
For a whole $8 meal.
I think something got lost in translation there because Ewan got stir-fried as well. It was meant to be soup for Ewan and noodles for me, but that's okay. We've got food. We'll do for today. 2 drinks. Yeah, so it's and went to a 7-Eleven equivalent, just a little local store, and got some water and snacks. Again,
yeah, water
really
was
cheap.
like 20 cents each.
Yeah, everything seems cheaper than Laos, which was quite cheap.
And Thailand, basically, as well.
Yeah.
Not the same variety and not necessarily the same freshness of a fruit shake or something, but to have a meal and a drink, yeah, it's definitely it's cheaper, convenient.
Yeah. So yeah, nice city, Kunming. Of what we've seen, we haven't seen very much of it, but the little corner that we've been in, it's clean, it's well organized. You know, the streets are nice and wide. There's and electric cars and electric scooters, so it's really quiet. We're right next to a big main road, but it's so quiet with everything driving past.
And a school with obviously hundreds of kids, all of who arrive on scooters and things like that, but no noise.
The scooters all have like quilts on the front of them, so that you can stick
individually, privately designed with different
we'll put some
colours,
videos up of those.
different animals,
Obviously,
different designs.
Gets cold here, so you can keep your fingers, your arms, and your whole body warm there. Yeah. Another thing with the scooters, there's lots of Didi scooters around as well, which just have a little QR code, so obviously able to just hire those to scoot around.
A known brand.
Yeah. Our hotel in Kunming, first hotel in China, and it's a smart hotel because it uses lots of technology. There's a robot to deliver room service. The room speaks to us when we go in, but we don't know what it says. And what else? The toilet has a heated seat and it flushes when you sit on it. And yeah, that's how smart it is.
There's a little robot up here too.
Yes.
The robot butler.
This is for cleaning my shoes. I want to use this. Shoe cleaner. My shoes. Oh, look at the difference. Okay, I have to do this one as well now. Oh, yes.
You have to do it backwards.
That's very cool. Look how clean my shoes are now. He does room service. Doesn't speak to me, but we saw him trying to get in the lift before and he was bumping into people. You're not supposed to do in here, and this one I think says no slapping.
No breakdancing?
No playing and jumping, which is the no breakdancing. Yeah. There's all sorts of things you can't do in the lift. And our room is along here. We have a windowless room. First day in China, and today's adventure is to try and find Dwarf Empire, which has a lot of different names and it's not easy to get to.
But a lot of people would say, what's Dwarf Empire?
Yeah.
it's a theme park as we understand it. We've seen a few things on YouTube prior to leaving Australia. So maybe it's a theme park. Maybe it's just for kids. Maybe there's a whole adult aspect. But I think it's an ergonomically sized place that dwarfs live that has a theme park attached to it.
So it's kind of like it's work for them, because they could be discriminated against in the general population to get just regular jobs. So I don't know, that's what we've read and what we've heard. We've seen YouTube videos and TikToks, and they've interviewed the people who work there, who said they're very happy. They're happy to be in a place that's specifically geared towards their size. They're happy in their job. They're happy being with other people who are like them. I think everyone likes to gravitate towards something that's familiar to them, something that they've got something in common with. Like when we lived in Japan, we spent a lot of time with other English speakers. I think you find people who you have things in common with, and you spend time with them. So in that sense, they have their size in common with each other, and maybe any past discrimination stories. And I don't know, like the stories we've seen and the interviews we've seen is these people are very happy living and working there. But
today we're not going to go and interview anyone. No. We're going to do our best to find the place. So whether it's Dwarf Empire, Kingdom of the Little People, the Lilliput Land,
Butterfly World,
Butterfly Kingdom, or not. It's going to be adventure just to try and find this place. But yeah, I think it's a theme park, but there may be good reasons for it being open. There may be bad reasons, and I don't think we're going to judge on that. We're just fresh in China, something unique in the world, and we want to see what is this place.
Yeah. So it's kind of the adventure, because it's not just get the bus there. You put it into AMaps, and AMaps tells us to walk to the metro station, get a metro, then take a bus, then take another bus, then cycle for 4 kilometers.
We don't have bikes, and cycling 4 kilometers up a hill in the past for us hasn't ever gone that well. So yeah, we need to shortcut it, and if we can get the train working again, it worked for us yesterday, but we've done a lot of rejigging things, and if we can get DD to work, 2 modes of transport, 1 destination, just over an hour, that sounds like a plan.
Something different, something unique, and a challenge to get somewhere that's not on the main tourist trail, which is always good to do something different. So yeah, might be good, might be bad, don't know. It's a challenge. First day in China, let's see how it goes. Okay, where are we going?
So we've got 1 minute.
Okay, we've arrived at Dwarf Empire. Very friendly DD driver who helped us with everything.
Everything, like literally door-to-door service, and pushed us into the ticket centre too.
We got a discount because we're teachers. We had to show our teaching certificates, which meant nothing to them, but they were happy to see them, and got our discount. And now we're going to go in with our tickets.
This is it. It's a big place in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and this is what it looks like. Big castle. Yeah. And where are we going to? Elf Town. Up the magical stairs next to all the magical mushrooms. All amongst the little houses. Pretty Lilliput houses. And Torbit's up there, and the show is going to be over there soon. But we're not allowed down to watch from here. 就快行动起来！到舞台前方，寻找 NPC， 拼命找到3人组，进行报名吧！名额有。The first part of the show was some robot dogs and a robot that was dancing to different music. This was incredible. We've never seen such a lifelike robot before. When it was dancing, if you'd glanced over, you would have thought it was a real person. It moved so smoothly doing those dance moves. It was just mind-blowing to watch that. The next part of the show was a big story acted out by characters of a king who was blasting everyone with bubbles, and people weren't happy with that. So there was a bad guy came in and kidnapped the king, different characters, this inflatable purple thing. It was so fun to watch, and we didn't really know what was going on. The prince had to take over. Children were roped in from the crowd to help fight the bad guys. In the end, we think the prince died and the king came back, but they all lived happily ever after. It was such a good atmosphere, a fun show to watch. Everyone enjoyed it. And at the end, the characters all posed with lots of bottles of oil and bags of rice, which we assume was maybe their sponsor. It was a fun experience to go to this park, a very quirky park with lots of different aspects to it. And yeah, we didn't really know what was going on a lot of the time, but it was fun. Big Ben.
Do you think that's Big Ben?
T-Rex, actually, this is Big Ben. We're at the White House.
Yes.
And the T-Rex has got noodles stuck in his teeth. Is that what those drippy things are?
Yeah, and that's a cat.
A cat in with all the dinosaurs. So anything but an octotree of what? And a caravan.